Hi friends, how are you? I hope that you're doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. I met my word quota for today, which was 1,000 words. And I just finished eating lunch and there is a new bookshop that has opened like 7 minutes from my house, 5 minutes from my house, something like that. It's a Books A Million. So fun fact, I actually worked at Books A Million in, oh my goodness, I think it was like 2009 to 2012, something like that. God, that was a long time ago. And so I worked there, but it's like 45 minutes from my house where I live now. And so I never get to go to Books A Million. And so when I saw that the Books A Million opened this past weekend, I was like, on Monday, if I meet my word count, I will go and peruse. That doesn't mean I'm gonna buy anything. I just did a haul, but I'm gonna do that. And then I got a package, a Bookish package in the mail from Ellie Alexander. So I guess I already like have a book that like I need to talk to you guys about, of course. So yes, let's go in. Let's see how brave I can be filming in public. Okay, does this Books A Million not have a cozy mystery section? Like, I see Joanne Fluke, but I don't see Ellie Alexander. I see Janet Ivanovich, but she's not really cozy. Like, where are my cozy mysteries? I found one in the bargain section. I'm very disappointed, but I love Ellen Byron. Now this is impressive. Look at all of these book nooks. Goodness, look at those details. Now this is my section. Right here. Yes. Okay, so I have some thoughts. One, I normally prefer to go and support indie bookshops. I should preface that. But two, like, I was very, very disappointed in their selection of cozy mysteries. Like, they had no Ellie Alexander, they had no Ellery Adams, they had no Bree Baker, they had no even Jacqueline Frost, which is also Bree Baker. They had none of like the stan cozy mystery authors. They didn't have like a whole slew of them. Like, they had some of like the more popular ones, like the Golden Girls mystery, but they only had like one of them. And inside the mystery section, they were just sort of like roughly scattered throughout, but they weren't like a cozy mystery section like they do at like Barnes and Noble. I am very salty about it. I did purchase two things, so I will show you those, and I was actually very excited about I'm excited about both of them. But I realized that I didn't have the first one in Ellen Byron's A Very Woodsy Murder, her series, the Golden Motel series. And so I'm pretty stoked that I got this for $6.99 when normally it's $17.95. I will say that one of the things that Books A Million has over like Barnes & Noble and other things is their bargain section actually is a bargain. So I got A Very Woodsy Murder, and I'm very, very excited about that. And then I got Myrtle Volume 2. I have Volume 1, and I also have the kids edition. But for $5.97 to be able to get something that you can be analog and off the, sort of like off the phone, I am very excited. So let me flip through it and show you sort of what Myrtle is if you've never heard about it. Hold on. So Myrtle is mysteries, right? So this has 100 elementary to impossible mysteries to solve using logic, skill, and the power of deduction. So I have the first one and I have the kids one, but basically you get a story and then they sort of give you things that you can adjust and mark, and you mark it off through things like this, and the story lets you know eventually like who did it, who it is. There's the degree of difficulty: elementary, occult, medium, hard-boiled, impossible. And so you can sort of see these things right here, and it's just really, really fun. And they're brain teasers. You go through the who committed the ghastly deed, what sinister weapon did they use, and where did this terrible crime occur. They actually have a game as well. They had sent me the board game that goes with it, but I didn't have the second one, and so I'm pretty stoked to have gotten this for $5.97 when normally they're about $16. So that's pretty good. And now I'm going to show you the book that Ellie Alexander sent me. Very, very, very excited. Let's see if I can do this. Murder at the Mansion. Look at that. It's the next in the novel Detectives. I love her covers, and Storm does such a good job. She says, here's to summer reading and writing. Love Ellie. I love Ellie so much. She's just pure and utter joy. So I only spent like $11 because I was able to get an educator card. Whoa, I was making you all sideways. I was able to get an educator card at Books A Million, which is something that Barnes & Noble no longer does, is they don't give educators discounts anymore, which I think is dumb. And so, but Books A Million does. So I was able to get those two books, my Ellen Byron and my Myrtle book, for like $11. So look at me here with my little book haul. Let's just turn this into like a vlog for the week. I mean, why not? So this morning I have been running a ton of errands. I didn't take you along with me because I don't think that you want to see me vote, so I voted. I went and saw my nanny, but then I went and got a regular nail polish. Like I needed to get some, like a manicure to get like clean up my nails and stuff. And then I just wanted regular nail polish, which was very confusing to the nail tech because she didn't understand why I didn't want shellac or dip or acrylic or whatever. And I'm like, I just want a simple nail polish. I don't want anything fancy. Yes, I know it dries, like it takes longer to dry. Yes, I know that it could chip easily. Yes, and I know all of this. But I just want regular nail polish. And then my eyebrows are red, you can tell. I got my eyebrows waxed. I don't get my eyebrows done very often. Like, I got it done once last year, and then before that I hadn't gotten it done since like my wedding, so 2019. So they cleaned up my eyebrows, and I like them. And now you're gonna go with me to go get my word count in, because I am bound and determined to get 1,000 words at least a day. And they're still working on my neighbor's roof, and I don't want to listen to Juno barking and the roof people and all of that. So instead I'm going to go to Lornay, the bake shop that I normally go to, and I'm just gonna snag a table, pop in some headphones, and get some writing done. So come with me while I get some words on the page. Good morning, everyone. Second cup of coffee. So I have a few hours before I need to go and pick up my boys and go get my tattoos for today. I'm getting 3 separate tattoos. So I don't know if you guys have seen the, I don't know if you would call it viral, but the hand holding tattoos that moms are getting of their children's like fingerprints holding on. I'll put like a little video of my tattoo artist doing it on a mom. I am going to this specific tattoo artist, her name's Chloe, because of the fine line tattoos. So I have like 10 or 11 tattoos. Like I've got this one right here, this one right here. I've got a ton of tattoos. But none of my tattoos are fine line. And so one of the things about fine line tattoos is I love how delicate they look. And so I am going to be getting Alex's hand on this hand and then Nick's hand on this hand. And then she does very, very fine hearts where their fingertips meet. And she does it in brown ink so that as, you know, sun fades and things like that, they fade a little bit more naturally and look more like a freckle along those lines. I used to work for a tattoo studio when I was in high school, so I know a lot about tattoos, and hands normally aren't the best place to get your tattoos because you exfoliate those a lot, like wash your hands a lot, those different types of things, but I feel more comfortable doing a fine line on my hands and them being in brown ink. The next tattoo that I'm getting, I'll pop up right here. So I took silhouette pictures of Alex and Nick from the side so I could see their profile. I don't post my boys online, so I'm not going to show you their actual ones, but I sent those to my artist and she came up with this design that from far away, it kind of looks like mountains with a moon and stars, but it's actually the silhouette of Alex and Nick's faces. And I'm getting that right here. And I'm going to have all stars, all universe tattooed underneath. And so the whole entire reason why I'm doing that is when we tell each other that we love each other, my youngest, Nick, has started saying all stars, all universe. And I'm like, all stars, all universe, buddy. I love you more than all the stars in all of the universe. And so I want to capture this moment in time. They're 3 and 5, and they will never be this little ever again. And I don't know how long they're gonna want to hold my hands. I don't know how long they're gonna want to give me the loves and the, you know, those types of things. So I want to sort of take a frozen moment in this time and always have it with me. That's one of the things that I love about tattoos so much is the fact that I'm wearing artwork on my body. So whether you're for tattoos or against tattoos, in all honesty, I don't care if you're not, or if you're against tattoos. I don't care. But I'm very, very excited. But that means that I don't have all day to make my 1,000 word goal, right? So I always do this. I always put my starting count and I put my goal on a piece of paper or inside my notebook if I'm going to a coffee shop. And so without further ado, let's hit the ground running. I've got some extra caffeine. Let's kick out these words. Hello, my lovely friends. Well, I got my tattoos. You can see they are healing. So those are the hearts for Alex, and then these are the hearts for Nick. And then I got my arm done right here. Yesterday ended up being a crazy day. I didn't film any of the tattoos or anything. I mostly just spent time with my sister and my boys, and we went and had lunch, splash pad, came home, cuddled, you know, those types of things. But I did make my word goal yesterday. I wrote over 1,500 words, which was super, super nice. And it is now Thursday, and it is 11:45. I have already written over 1,500 words again, and I started editing this vlog, and I realized that I did not close out my vlog. Like, how dare I? It shows you how rusty I am at filming every week. But I'm so happy that you guys have come along. If you made it to the end, please put some stars and moons in the comments below. I am going to post this video tomorrow, and then hopefully I can get some reading in for the Cozy Escape Book Club book for June. Is it June? It is June. But yes, the rest of the day, since I made my word count, is laundry, cleaning up, and hopefully just getting some reading in, because it is a nice, lovely, rainy day. But I will see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye.